Did we make it? I think we made it. Did we make it? Everybody's favorite good guy, Ty. We're here. We made it. Dull. Exhausted. Pinkies up, winkies, and clinkies to you. Come on in. No musical intro this time. Just nice and relaxed, nice and easy. Just nice and because I'm not really feeling too hyped up tonight. Just coming in for a relaxing time. There's Jer. Jer says, "Yo, brother, glad to see you again. Yeah, baby, pinkies, winkies, and clinkies. You damn right. You damn right. Good to see you too, my man. I was thinking about you actually. So whenever you're gonna pop in, cheers. Clink to you. That's right. Hopefully everything's fine. Since the last time we were talking, of course, about a week ago. Yeah, it's been a pretty eventful week for me, especially work. I hope you guys like the jazz in the background because that's what we're gonna do. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Got a lot accomplished at work. Had my ass handed to me. Just a lot of cleaning, a lot of stuff that I haven't done in quite a while. So I got it done, and my body doesn't thank me for it. So Jerry says it's gonna just waiting on the doctor now. Good. Fingers crossed. We like good news, right? We want good news. Good news is good, right? Good news is good. Lisa is in the background. I don't think she'll be participating tonight, but she's kind of puttering around the kitchen there. Jerry's here. You can say hi to Jer. Yeah, we're both tired. She does send her love though, for sure. Just friggin' out of her. Just right friggin' out of her. Yeah, so that's been happening. Don't do much else, to be honest. Oh, Jer says, "Hey, Lisa." A lot of icky cleaning, and by icky cleaning I mean just the gross stuff you have to take care of once in a while that hasn't been done in a while. Well, I did that, so hopefully that holds up for the next little while until I do it again. Heavy lifting stuff. I got smart this time though. I actually was really smart lifting heavy things. My body doesn't feel too bad. It's just I'm just exhausted. That's all it is. I'm just thanks for like that. Just tired, man. Before I get too deep into this, though, this one's being brought to you. This live is being brought to you by Mr. Freddy's Road Warrior Rig. But that's hard to say. Kev. We all know him as Kev. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be here momentarily if he's not here already. Kevy. But yeah, no, it's good to be here, man. I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed to be here. Tell me what's going on with all you guys, man. There's 3 of you in here now. Speak now and forever hold your pieces. I'm not too sure what that means, but let's just run with it. What else? This weekend coming up is going to be pretty busy. I'm not too sure my days off are next. I usually try to keep you guys informed on that. Didn't have much of a chance to say anything about my days off this week because, well, it's just been straight out and I've been passing in and out on the couch. Thanks again for the like you back. Falling asleep watching some documentary sort of videos on YouTube. That's been nice. It's been pleasant. Really looking forward to coming home at night now. It's just one of those things, man. Hope Jared says living life, but we'll be back going to eat supper now. No problem, man. Enjoy your food. Yeah, so the last week or so, it's been a rat race. It's been fun. Define fun. So Jake and Bake, yo, what's up, brother? How you doing? In particular, how are you doing? I don't get a chance to talk to you that much anymore. I'm sure Big J will be stopping by here at some point. Had the chance to catch up with Ted a little bit there last few days, so it's been nice to see him back live and online. I've been really worried about him and stuff, and me and Kev have been talking about him, and me and Warrior, that is, rather. I've been talking about him, and I guess Kev was talking to him too, so that's good. At least he's up and about, and I know he's back to work now and stuff, and driving around and doing his thing. So that's good for him, man. It's just nice to check in. You don't forget your roots. You don't forget about those that actually give you the time of day. So thanks. What's going on with you, Jake? What's the update anyway? I was going to ask you about that. How's that going? Hopefully everything's going fine in your neck of the woods. I just figured I had the chance, and I was going to do this last night, but just too fucking sacked. Like I was just, you can tell now I'm exhausted, but and again, there'll be those that, well, you've had the last 2 days off, man. You can't be that tired. Well, lack of sleep versus body pain versus hyperactivity versus yada yada. It happens, There's little dude. Ahoy, ahoy! Nice job, by the way, on the bass. On Metallica, man. I really appreciated that. Kudos to you. Not going to be here long, but I'm checking in to at least say I was here. Well, there you go. Well, I'm glad you were at least checking in. Hopefully everything's going cool with you, little man. I like your hair, by the way. Yeah, suits you. No, man. No, listen. Thank you for doing it, because that was entertaining. I love that song. Just something about For Whom the Bell Tolls. I don't know what it is. No, you did a really good job. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So you got a likey for me. No, that was cool. You should do some more of that stuff, man. You got some chops there, little man. I'm telling you. Was that the new bass you were talking about? Because that's a sexy bass. Nice little tone that you had dialed in there too. Now I know you can't play too loud because obviously where you were, but no, that sounded fine. Your rating key, rating tune, good rhythm on you too. That was well done. But yeah, Jake, seriously, tell me what's going on. What's the update? Because I've been meaning to ask you there too. Well, I'm thinking of it. There's a few channels that I've been checking out lately too. I'm just trying to think offhand what the names are. In the meantime, I'll try to figure it out. Mr. Phillips, sir, I haven't talked to you in a dog's age. Did someone say new bass? Yeah, this old sharp dress meme. This little dude right here. I hope that's where it is while you're watching. Maybe it's over here. I don't know. Anyway, right there. The aspiring little bass player. So go check out Sharp's channel, man. Mr. Phillips would be the right guy to check it out. It's good to see you, Adam, man. It's been a long time. Hopefully everything's well. Haven't had a chance to check out your stuff that much lately, but I always keep you in mind at some point, especially when I'm looking up, musicians and local talent. So, Sharp says, I don't know what I'd record next, honestly. And yes, evidently the email didn't send, but I got a new bass. Okay. All right. Very good. No, you're quite welcome, man. No, you did a really good job. I don't know what I recommend next. I don't really know. I don't quite know your taste that well when it comes down to covering music, but you seem to be going towards like the 80s, 90s stuff. So I think that's cool. As young as you are, Hey, there's Kevy. Hey, what's happening? Hey, what's happening indeed? The man of the night. Right on, Kevy. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I don't really know what your personal taste is there, Julian, but I'm pretty sure that you'll nail it. I got faith in you. You'll nail it. You'll get it. What's up, Kev? I'm gonna have to ask you. So, what are you hauling, and where are you to? Sharp says I might go Alice in Chains next. I was gonna recommend Alice in Chains. It's funny you said that. Which song do you think, though? I'd like to see you cover Wood. I think Wood would be pretty. It's bass heavy, right? Man in the Box kind of boring on bass, but Rooster, well, it's got its ups and downs, but I'm thinking Wood for sure. I don't know. What do you think? I don't have a clue. It's totally up to you, man. I'm just waiting for the next one to come out. How about that? And what about you, Adam? What's going on in your world lately? I catch your posts on Facebook, when I can here and there. And give me some news, man. Give me some good news first of all. But what's the update? You playing anywhere? You rehearsing? Sharp says very heavy on bass. I might do that actually. I just recommended that just off the top of my head. I'm obviously an avid Alice in Chains fan, always have been. We've covered their stuff for better part of 2 decades now. Never did the song Wood. I did it in karaoke, I think maybe once, and that was a long time ago. I love that song. I recommend it because it's bass heavy, and you might like it. It starts off with a bass. It sounds pretty cool, you know. Let's see. Adam says, got a new rig. Nice. Not sure if you saw it. What about you? No, I didn't see it, unfortunately. I've been a real busy boy lately, so I do catch your posts when I see them, for sure. Me, well, hopefully we'll be starting back rehearsal soon because we just got back into the yellow phase. We're no longer in orange anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Oh, fuck. This whole fucking pandemic, for God's sakes. No, it's just a matter of time now. We usually try to rehearse on Saturday mornings. We haven't rehearsed since the orange phase hit, which was months ago. So we have a lot of rust we have to get out for sure. But hopefully we'll be getting right back to it here. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. You know, I'm going to see if I can talk to the boys and see what they feel about it. But no, I haven't bought anything new or anything like that. I mean, I've got my own microphone. I don't play instruments. I have my own guitar, but I don't really dabble with it too much. Acoustic, by the way. My own microphone, just for safety reasons, for obvious reasons. Because you don't want to spit in somebody else's microphone. That's just gross. You know? And especially now, COVID, right? There's never enough alcohol wipes when you need them. Nope, nothing really new besides that. Musically, things are pretty quiet. So let's see if we can't turn that back up a little bit. You know, I'll keep you posted though. I'll keep you in the know when we go back to rehearsal and stuff, and make sure that there's some shows hopefully lined up eventually. It's just a really weird time to be a musician. That's for sure. Music's always my first job. I always call that my first love, which it is. So, you know, you can't forget about it. I'm not going to put that on the shelf and let it rot. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, there's only so many songs left in me to sing. So, not exactly spring chicken anymore. Sorry, Kev. I ate 2 cheeseburgers, tater tots, a glass of pink lemonade, and ice cream Snickers. Damn. That's what I'm talking about.
Where's my pink lemonade?
Yeah, where's our pink lemonade? We like pink lemonade. I like cheeseburgers too. Burgers are good. Kev says, I'm in Oklahoma City. Nice. Drove through there. I delivered a load of Pink Panther insulation. Wow. How many? Well, I was going to say how much weight is that, but those bags of insulation. My dad was an insulator for 35 plus years of his life. So, yeah, I'm familiar. And also my mom's new boyfriend, Larry's an insulator. So that's pretty cool. That's funny how that works out. Kev says, I hear Lisa, hello. Oh, you've been found out. Yeah, Lisa's behind me, but she won't be contributing tonight. We're trying to just chill. As you can hear by the soft jazz behind us here. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm feeling not so energetic. So I'm having a nice fresh cup of Shut the Tea Up tonight. It's a 2-bagger with just milk in it. Orange Pico. Thank you very much. 12,000 pounds. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was going to say 40,000 pounds of insulation. Wouldn't that take two big rigs? Like shit. Julian says, unfortunately, it seems most of my biggest bass heroes are dead. And see that? Yeah, as you get older, that's going to happen more often, unfortunately. I've made jokes on my Facebook about that, too. Dear musicians, please stop dying, that kind of thing. Especially the ones you grow up with. Absolutely. I'm sorry you're experiencing that kind of stuff now, too. Cliff Burton and Mike Starr, good examples. Are 2 big ones, yes, of course. Rex Brown from Pantera and Les Claypool from Primus. Mm-hmm. They aren't dead, though. No. You have to have a few good ones left, man. I mean, you know, there's only so much you can add to the orchestra in the other dimension. You know what I'm saying? I got to be careful when I'm saying that. Mr. Maxwell, there you are, sir. Hey, knee phone, who did? What? The hell's a knee phone? Hey, new phone. New phone? Okay. Good to see you. I'm just bagging on you, man. Kev says, by the way, that's great soft music, not loud, can hear you better. This is nice. Yeah, right? I mean, especially after you've been driving for hours all day. And, here we are chilling out right here. Just, You know, I've already said it, I'll say it again. It's just, my body's just not lifted up at the moment, if that makes any sense. I just don't have energy. I'm just not necessarily not feeling myself. It's just I have been feeling myself. I'm just nice and relaxed. It's just nice for a change. So if you notice me being a little off, I'm not a little off, I may be a little bit off. I'm always a little bit off, but I'm just not. I'm just trying to find my chill. So that's what this is for, right? So there you go. Nice and relaxed, just real talk. Mr. Maxwell says, no, it's supposed to say new phone, who dis, but autocorrect happened. That's what I figured. New phone, who dis be? Who dis be? I know, right? Well, I'm glad you got the notification there, man. Julian was saying, Sharp was saying he didn't get it, but, hey, you're here. So, good guess. Good guess. Yeah, YouTube's being the stupids again. Algorithms and whatnot. Go pick on another channel, YouTube. I'm just trying to hang out with my buddies. All right, so. Joshua says, always off, just ask my girlfriend. Yeah, I'm usually pretty often out there too, and usually my girlfriend will tell you that first, but, I'm kind of glad she's, not harping on me tonight. No, it's just I'm just not energetic at all. I woke up today, kind of sort of late, but throughout the last couple days that I've had off, the last couple of nights I've tried to sleep, hasn't been successful. Weird nightmares. I couldn't tell you what they are because I don't remember, but I snap straight awake. It's one of those deals, you snap straight awake, you're in a cold sweat, and you're just like, oh man, you get up, go get a glass of water, milk, or whatever the hell, and you try to lay back down, and it takes forever to get back to sleep. Yeah, I've been through a lot, last couple of weeks. Lisa, this is for you. Kev's talking to you. Lisa, my mom really liked the profile pic. Love the green eyeshadow. She says thank you. Yeah, she looks really pretty all dolled up like that. I always tell her she doesn't need makeup, but that's just me. And I'm pretty sure she could say the same fucking thing about me too. You don't need makeup time. Oh, hey Flav, how you doing? Bonjour, mes amis. Oh, how are you, buddy? Shit, I meant to message you too. We're going live tonight, man. It's good to see you, Flav. Hopefully everything's going fine. Positivity. Sharp says, I didn't get the notification for the stream, but I got the bumper, so it's a good thing you put them out. Well, thanks, man. That's my MO. That's the whole deal. Even if it means you get, welcome back, Jerry. Even if it means you get 2 videos of me a day, it's not going to happen, but 2 videos of me in one day, I should say. Then that's what I'm going to do. Because, some of you, you guys don't get the notification at all.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't do notification. Twitch does, though.
Twitch will, but I don't use Twitch.
Right,
yeah, usually, Twitch is usually pretty good about that. Because I think Twitch took the whole YouTube idea and said, yeah, we can make this better. And good for them. I don't watch Twitch. I don't use it. I have watched it, but say certain friends of mine are on there or something and they have a stream going or whatever it is. Ty, have you ever thought about jumping over to Twitch? Nope. No, this is it. No, I have a hard enough time keeping this shit up. I'm not going to sign in with more information, more accounts out there, more of my personal information out there. No, I'm good. This suits me just fine. And I barely like going live on this, so true story. But where are we at? Yeah, good to see you, Flav. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, well, When I do, yeah, because that was the whole point when I first started thinking about it, you know, and I started taking lives seriously instead of just doing vlogs and posting one up a week that way. Started getting into this, and what really did, I mean, if there's anything I'm thankful for the pandemic, I guess that'd be it, because it kept, like you say, you and I say it all the time, it's like, you know, actually you say it more. When I was live more frequently, I was thinking about doing something as a preface for people like Julian or people like Joshua who couldn't hook on to notifications and stuff, and it works for those guys. It works for other people too. So, you know, regardless of what YouTube's throwing at me or throwing a challenge at me, I'm going, okay, you know, well, let's try this, and it seems to be working. So, if you find a right formula that works, you stick with it. You know, now again, I don't do this for views, likes, subscriptions, all that stuff, but I mean, I'm thankful that people do subscribe, because we made it over 200. Yay! They like us. I've turned this channel into something we can all share instead of just me, always me. You know, it's not, that's not my nature. I try not to. It'd be real easy, but I don't do anything easy. Everything has to be difficult. So. But no, I mean, that's the whole point, right? So if you guys aren't here, and dolls, then what's the point of me doing this? You know what I mean? So that's why I keep her going. You got to keep her going. So there you go. Let's see. Yeah, Flav, how's everything going health-wise? Everything, you know, good? I hope it's good, you know. Can't get any worse, you know what I mean? And I know I'm being careful when I say can't get any worse. I'm not trying to jinx you. I'm just, you know, sending positive and healing thoughts and prayers your way. How about that? Tonight's a positive one. Okay, let's not go dark. I don't know if I have the patience for that. Kev says it's a year anniversary for your show. COVID-19 started March last year. That's actually true. Kev, you'd know better than I would, man. I'm horrible with time perception. Horrible. So happy anniversary to all of us. That's what I'm talking about. You didn't really think I was going to cheers that with tea, did you? No! I've got stuff that Lisa brought home from Trailway Brewing Company. One more time. Remember that last one I had, the last yellow can from Australia?
Oh, Dunder. No, it's not from Australia.
Oh, no, it's local. It's from here. Yeah. I get them all mixed up. What was it called? Dunder, right. Remember that stuff? Well, same idea, different flavor?
It's a different beer.
It's definitely a different beer. It's called Luster. Ooh. So if we're gonna, here, I'll just read this first. 473 mil, hold on, it's a tall boy. 4% alcohol volume, light beer. Yeah. It's a session IPA. Is it ever an IPA? God, it's even got hops on the side. Check that out. So yeah, wait now. Ingredients: barley malt. Imagine that. Wheat, no. Oats, hops, yeast, and water. Well, you take a sip of this. It's already been opened. Sorry, I know I couldn't wait for my favorite sound in the world. I just popped it. I don't know. I've already taken a little. You know what? So happy anniversary to us. Pinkies up, winkies, and clinkies to us all. 1 year live. I mean, steady live. You know, because I've had this channel for a long time. But you know, on a serious note, happy anniversary. Whoa, that's hoppy. That's an IPA, all right. It's very sharp. You can kind of, I mean, I taste grapefruit in that. I don't know, Lisa. That's very grapefruity.
Pretty citrusy.
Yeah, it's citrusy, just like the last one, but this has a sharper sort of a, sorry, sharp. This has definitely a sharper sort of grapefruit, pomegranate maybe. Yeah. I don't know. That's just what it reminds me of.
Just relaxing over here.
You're doing your thing? Okay. You can go in the next room and relax if you want. I don't want to disturb you. It's all the way over there, yeah. She's on the couch. You can see her little foot. Foot's right there. Yep, now it's gone. Um, I have this live channel on YouTube. Obviously, it's going through my Xbox. It's a fireplace backdrop, which is lovely. Because I don't know, I feel really cold today. I was playing some jazzy stuff, so I hope you guys like it. We're just trying to chill. There you go. So cheers. And Jeremy says, "Yay!" Damn right. Let's see. So yeah, happy anniversary to all of us. Not just me, to all of us. I'm really thankful you're all here. You know, I don't know why you still stick with me, but thanks. I really appreciate it. Kev says Texas yesterday opened up 100% lift all mask mandates. Restaurants back open. Yes, burn those motherfuckers. Burn them. Just throw them. Hey, you know, if you know what I was about to say. You know what I was about to say. I'm not gonna say it. But anyway, if they can burn books, like kindling, man. Just got to be careful. Make sure it's a controlled environment when you're burning plastic, nylon, and elastic and all that stuff. Come on now, but fuck it.
And chemicals.
And chemicals. Let me see. Make the hole in the ozone layer bigger or freedom? We've been abusing this planet since we've been a thing. So make your own judgment. That's not for me to decide. So good for you, Kev. That's Texas did. That's sweet.
I wish they did that here. They'll never give
I was just thinking,
their precious fucking masks.
I know. I'm just thinking the same thing. I wish they'd do that here eventually, very soon, because masks are enough. Enough's enough. I see Lisa's foot. This little piggy went to no. You got to be careful though. People are into feet. That's just gross. Let's not get into that. Fetishes, man. Just stay simple.
It's not that kind of a show, dude.
It's definitely not that kind of a show. That's why I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Teach their own. Kev says very colorful looking. It actually is. It's yeah. I'm not a big fan of the color yellow. By the way, yellow phase right now. We came out of orange back to yellow, but that's just coincidence. It's kind of like an orangey, pinky sort of a kind of a band on that. It looks pink on camera, but it's got orange in there too. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Jake, I want those. I bet you do. You ain't getting them. Well, just look back, earlier in my channel, man, where I broke my foot, and there you go. You can have all the toes you want. Let's see. Kev says it's better than your mile-high mountain piss. Well, I don't know. I like my mountain.
Mountain piss.
Yeah, we'll take the mountain piss. This is just a,
It's craft, so it's heavier too.
Craft IPA. Yeah, it's very robust. That's for damn sure. It's got that full flavor to it. But snap at first when we first take that sip with like citrus. Like the citrus is buried in hops. You know what I mean? I like my beers, but I don't know. I'm still drinking it, so it can't be that bad. I like it. It's okay. Kev says happy 1-year anniversary. Check. Thanks. Jason's not the kind of show I'm out. That's why he says I want toes. Well, sorry, man. It's bad enough you got to put up with this, right? I only look like a chick from behind, and I barely, turn around. So you've stuck around so far, so I can't be that bad, right? Easy, Jake. Easy. Sharp says, man, it'll be a year since the first stream of yours I joined. Wow. See, like I said, it's an anniversary for all of us at this point. To think I first joined to be a dick is insane. Yeah, you dick. What the hell's your problem, man? Come on, man. And then I heard Skid Row playing, and I was like, oh, all right, I'm not going to do too much. Okay. So is the music, right? Well, good thing I'm playing decent music. Music, I've heard of it once. Stop being a dick. You're not a dick. Even when you were trying to troll, you were funny, man. It was entertaining. I mean, if people are going to troll, they're going to troll. You can't really stop them from coming into a public room, you know. Pardon me. And, you know, like, and it's amazing to me that you guys stuck around. You know, like, fuck. I just thought it was funny. You know, especially that, and I keep going back to this too. I've said it a few times, especially that guy that kept coming in under different names, and like the names would make me laugh. It's entertaining, man. It's funny. At least be creative, which you were. So there you go. That's why you've never been banned or barred. So hey, I try not to do that. Let's see. Julian says, and then you ended up being really cool. So I see that as a win. Ah, well, thanks, man. Well, you know, I'm just me. You know, I don't bullshit. You know, I don't start anything with other channels. I don't, you know, I just keep my nose out of it. It's just fuck it. I mean, if people are going to be immature, let them be immature. Just let them go over there. You know, like there's 7 people in here right now. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm very thankful for. You know, don't get me wrong, but that's not the point. The point is just hang out. You know, just be you. You know what I mean? Like, because you see so many different fucking characters that you're watching and you're following. And, you know, they start beefs or they have beefs with certain people, and it's just like that's what keeps you interested. Like, nah, that's not my thing. This is me in real life, man. Like I'm sitting here talking to my buddies, like sitting next to them drinking a beer, you know, because I really enjoy that. I really enjoy conversation. You know, that's why I keep doing this. You know, it's one of the many reasons, but. I'm glad you stuck around. You know, you ended up being pretty cool too, man. Give yourself some credit there, little dude. Come on now. Looking forward to you doing a cover of Wood. I mean, if that's what you're going after, you know, Alice in Chains. I'm looking forward to that. Now you're speaking my language, little man. But yeah, it's definitely a win. It's not just a win for me; it's a win for all of us because it just adds to the ambiance, if you will. Ambiance, really? I'm not that much of a classy, prissy bitch. Come on. Anyway, hair flip. That was for Kev. I mean, I like it. I just don't love it. It's got that weird metallic tingy. Keep sipping it. Shut the fuck up, right? Not bad. Not bad. Mr. Maxwell says, that's right, I was on Ted the Fire-Breathing Idiot, and someone said, troll this douchebag and hear this guy above. Yeah, no doubt. It's funny you say that, Josh, because that's pretty much how the trolling started. Like, they just carried over here because they saw me. Well, Ted put me as a mod, right? And I knew right then and there, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. But then they came over. Along with, you know, say Sharp and like yourself, for example. I think that's how it started. So I think you could be right. Some stayed and just some got bored with me talking about real shit and they left. Like, because I don't, again, I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm not trying to start shit. I'm not causing any fires anywhere. You know, I'd rather just get along with people. So, excuse me. Oof. That is hoppy. Pardon me. That was gross. So they just kind of get bored and they're like, well, fuck this. I'll just go bother somebody else. Well, that's the idea. I mean, don't waste your talent on me. Go bother somebody else. I'm not going to point you in the direction of who you should bother. I'm just going to say, go bother somebody else. Like, roll the fuck on. You know, but the trolls that did come over, at least they were being funny, you know, because they heard what I had said previous and before. And I knew I'd get backlash. I knew it. I'm like, Ted, no. Oh, okay. But the main reason why Ted made me a moderator is because he likes to make sure that I'm the real me, which I am. And I can't see any trolls out there trying to copy me or, you know what I mean? Like, or take my name and like twist it because it just doesn't make any sense. I don't cause any shit. So, you know. But by all means, if anybody wants to come in and join, they can. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. So, and they were, you know, and the ones that weren't, well, they got thrown in the Shark Tank where they can all collectively bite me. Not just me, but bite all of us individually. So, I don't cause any shit. That's not what I'm here for. You know, time is precious. Time is very, very precious. And plus, I just like having conversations, man. So why not? Why not? But yeah, I think you're right, Josh. Kev says you didn't see the peep part when you read it. Check your PayPal for your 1 year anniversary gift. Oh, thanks, Kev. Oh no, I didn't see that. See, I'm not. It's not something I'm focused on. You know what I mean? Oh, Kev, stop it. The show's already for you, man. You've already done way too much as it is, and that's why I decided to. Thanks for the like. I just noticed that. Thank you. I like you back. Like, what don't you do for this channel? You're just a big part of this as I am. So I will. Thank you. Let's see here. Jillian says it was Sebastian Bach's luscious butter-like voice. Very luscious indeed. He came here in a city I won't mention, but there's man. I knew you were going to be popping in. I knew it. Hopefully work went okay. I miss you, buddy. My best friend Isaac, everybody. In real life. This is real life. Is this real life? In this city, which I will mention, I get to see Sebastian Bach live. He was flat. Ooh. And I'm sure he's already done 15 million shows before he got here, because a lot of people, a lot of professional musicians pretty much treat this place like this, where I live in the Maritimes, up further right in Canada, up here. They just treat that as a Joe job. In other words, it's okay, just another show, whatever. They're not going to give their all. Some of them do, because they love it here, and they should, because it's a very beautiful place. Very fortunate to live here. But yeah, it was. He was a little flat. He was singing all the hits, and some of them he'd hit the right notes, and he wouldn't really hold them. He just kind of It was cool to see him live. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from that, but I was there to see Big Wreck. Thank you very much. So, yeah, that was the second time I seen them. Yeah. Anyway, so, and Sebastian, I think it was 10 feet away. He walked right by. And I was just yeah, I was going to go, and just let him walk. Just let him be, let him do his thing. I heard the same, Kev, that he's a really nice guy. I love Skid Row, always have. I grew up listening to it. It was just, I didn't have that. I don't know, just after that performance, after he walked off stage and walked by, I was in the VIP section, whatever. I was helping Shawnee do the music thing in between acts, the DJ thing, but which he did all by himself. I was just there to tag along, really, I've been in some pretty interesting spots, man. But I was gonna, I did think at first, oh my God, Sebastian, but just let him be, because it did not feel like he wanted to be there. You know what I mean? And I get that, because I've had shows like that too, where I'm playing in some dive somewhere and I'm not really giving 100%, maybe 75, and you just want to get in, play the show, get the fuck out. So you don't bother. You know what I mean? So I have respect. Imagine that. Don't let anybody else tell you differently. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, some of the songs he hit dead on. Other songs, it was just, get up there, man. And I get he's getting older, but he can still hit him. Yeah. Anyway, it's all about effort, I suppose. It's not about talent, because he's got talent. It's just effort. I get the effort part. So, but always love him. Always love Skid Row. Julian says, Bach has got the prettiest voice, I think, rock ever had, honestly. There's a few of them. I can recommend you some other ones, man. That and Dio, yes. That little man, big noise. Dio is a badass. Even though he's gone, get one, he's still a badass. You can't, I can recommend a few. Let me see if I can think of two offhand, I can't remember their names right now for whatever reason. Just no brain, I guess. I'm just exhausted. Isaac, you'll get it, man. I've had my ass handed to me last couple of weeks. There's the singer from Cinderella, for example. Really distinct voice. Beautiful, beautiful voice on him. Looks like a chick. Always did. Think he still does. There's that guy. I'm just trying to think of who else. David Coverdale from Whitesnake. Hello. I was gonna say Robert Plant, but Robert Plant back then, that's my favorite singer of all time. You know, him and Chris Cornell and Tom York from Radiohead. Tom York's got talent, man. He's got iron lungs. Like seriously, he can hit and then hold a note, which I could never even think of. So, and he just does it effortlessly, right? Lead singer of say Slaughter. Can't think of his name right now. I'm telling you, sorry. Yeah, there's a few of them. Kev says no trolls here. They will take a nap, not on the tie show. Yeah, they'll be tucked in. They'll be tucked in. If they can't behave, then they'll be sent out. That's just it's the way it is. Damn right, Kev. Cheers to fucking that, buddy. Positivity indeed. Nah, I don't put up with disrespect or beef or drama very well. So, Renna. Hi, Renna. I was just thinking about you today. You're a very hard woman to get a hold of. You know that? I'm just saying. Hi, sweetie. Hopefully everything's going fine. I wave back at you. Hair flip for Ren. Hi. Josh says the metallic taste, just ignore it. It's not cancer. No. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not going to help because red dye 53, that's what it tastes like. Red dye 53. Mm-hmm. Perhaps a slight hint of 51 in there too. Who knows? Damn. Isaac knows what I'm talking about because, Lisa brought this home. So we just can't mention the place where it came from. Let me see. Kev says there's only one real tie right here, and one Lisa's foot. One real tie, and he's here right now. You damn right. This is me here. This is me out there. So that's how it goes. Excuse me, Isaac. Hey, loves. Hello, love. I really miss you, man. Isaac says. My best friend, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, California. We are scorpions. Rock you like a hurricane. You motherfucker. You would say that. You just try. Don't you be pushing my buttons there, young sir. Fuck, I hate that song. Oh. Here I am. I mean, come on, man. There's no one like you. What's Winds of Change, perhaps? Can you overplay those? That'd be great. You know what I mean? It's just like Journey. Don't stop believing. I wish they would stop believing and go their separate ways. You know what I'm saying? And you've heard me say that before. Separate Ways is so much better of a song. Faithfully, you know what I mean? Christ, I mean, Steve from the fucking 90s, he came out with his single, or a single, but he came out as a solo act. Steve Perry, fucking When You Love a Woman. That's a great song. That's another one, Ren, by the way. There you go. He's another pretty singer with a beautiful voice. I'm not sure what he's up to these days. Honestly, don't know. Haven't been keeping track, really. Joshua says, love 18 in Life. That's a great one. I like Youth Gone Wild myself. 18 in Life is great, for sure. Youth Gone Wild is amazing. Used to, speaking of Shiny, giving Burgess a shout out. One of my mentors the mentor when it comes down to singing, keeping me going. He sang for an 80s metal band, like hair metal band. It's called Karma back in the day. And he'd do that material, 18 in Life, Youth Gone Wild. He can sing all that stuff, and he can to this very day, I have no doubt, Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I grew up hearing it, though, and it's just really nice to just even watch live bands cover that stuff, that could potentially cover that stuff. And when Karma covered a lot of that stuff, they went up above and beyond. So it was really cool to sit back and watch and listen to. And plus, I knew the guy, right? So, I've known Sean for, 2 decades. He took me under his wing, and I was a singer before that, but then he really showed me how and to do it properly and become a rock singer instead of just a soft rock singer. So subsequently, it makes me talk with a rattle, and I beat the shit out of this thing. But live fast, die hard. Cheers. Yeah. Kev says, I saw Warrant. Oh, Warrant's a good band, too. At Candlestick Park in San Francisco in 1986. I was 4 years old, man. I was 4 years old in 86. Holy shit. I like Warrant. Excuse me. Julian says, Sebastian always looked like a girl, too, honestly. Yeah, for sure. I've got nothing to say to that. You know what I mean? So, I have the hips, right? Fuck. And the boobs, too. Yeah, especially when you walk by, still had the long hair and everything, and, still does, of course. But you got to live the gimmick, right? You have to live the gimmick at least one more time. Really tall, too. He's like 6 foot, possibly 6'4", 6'5". I had to look up at him. I was literally about 10 feet away from him as he walked by, and I was just looking at him, right? I was like, fuck. I remember my chin being up in the air. Yeah. Still looks great for his age, though. I gotta tell you, it gives me hope, I guess. I shouldn't have said that. Let's see. Kev says, I have a coaster signed by Robert Plant. You son of a bitch. Damn it. Don't tell me you met him in person, because from a restaurant in Monterey, California. Kev? Seriously. I have obsessed over that man since I was 3-4 years old. And you got a coaster signed by him? No, that's great, man. That's good for you. Sweet. Monterey, California. Yes, sir. Well, he came here. Robert Plant came here a couple of years back to do the Harvest Jazz and Blues Festival. And I had to miss it because I had to fucking work for my last job. Don't even get me started. But apparently tore the house down and stuff, and I've seen videos, but it would have been nice to have been there in person. I don't care about autographs at that point, but if you're like, I don't know, 50 feet away from Robert Plant, you're pretty satisfied, man. I mean, I missed it by that much, man. Fuck. It's going to take lease and everything. But, and I guess he ate at, not at Lisa's restaurant, but the sister to Lisa's restaurant. I guess he ate there. I'm not going to mention any names, but that's cool. That's really, really cool. But that's sweet, Kev. I'd hang on to that. Gold plate it, laminate it, do something, anything. That must have been cool though. What was it like to meet him? I'd be scared to bother him. You know what I mean? Like, well, plus I'd be shitting myself walking up to the guy. Here, do you know who you are? I'd be sitting there shaking. Yeah, you want to see something entertaining? Watch me pass out. Josh says my first concert was Van Halen. Rip with Sam. Oh, with Sammy Hagar. Okay. Yeah, and you know what? I love Van Halen too. It's funny I bring up Karma because they used to cover Van Halen. Ain't Talking About Love. What's the other one they used to do? They did a bunch. Anyway, I actually always preferred Sammy over David a little bit. Dave, yeah, certain songs like Ain't Talking About Love. That's a great song. The Sammy Hagar era, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. Actually, I kind of like both, but I do prefer Sammy Hagar's voice a lot better. Even though David Lee Roth's a madman, which I always respected and loved. Backflips on the stage and, the crazy outfits, the get-ups, the way to get the crowd charged up and keep them, at least engaged in what they were doing. Sammy's a great performer too, so, not quite like that. I've never seen Sammy do a backflip, but, apparently he makes really good tequila. Moss tequila. Yeah, so there you go. That's a pretty cool first concert, though, Josh, I gotta tell you. Julian says, already, dude, it seems like I'm out of time. Aw, always fun being here. Have a good night. Well, thanks, man. I always love having you around. You have a great night, too, man. Get some rest. I'll keep my eyes peeled for the next cover you do, man, for sure. I really enjoyed that for him, the Bell Tolls, though, man. You did a really good job. I played that more than about 5 times. I'm sitting there, not trying to analyze you or nothing like that. I really enjoyed it. Good job. You have a great night, man. Behave yourself. If you can't be good at it. Know what I'm saying? You take it easy, little dude. Kev says, I was still in the Navy. I was with a friend, Clint Clinton Eastwood was sitting at the bar. You full named him. Clinton. Ooh. Clint Eastwood was sitting at the bar, and Robert Plant was next to him talking. Didn't know who he was. Oh, that's crazy, man. Oh, that's nuts. Oh, I would have shat myself. That would have been it for me. You know, I've never been a huge Clint Eastwood fan, but if he's sitting there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get starstruck that often because I have bumped into a bunch of famous people, blah, blah, blah. And that sounds convenient for me to say. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm fucking awesome. It happenstance, man. Just happen to be in the same place at the same time. Wrestlers, for me, that's what gets me going. I'm trying not to, you know, mark out, as they call it in the business. I'm not trying to be a mark, but, you know, I'll be honest with them, though. Like, if I bump into them, I'll shake their hand saying, I'm marking out right now. You know, like, and they get it. Excuse me. They're like, it's just me. Like, you know, take it easy. They're humble individuals and nice people. Man, that's got a lot of kickback. I am so sorry. Whew. Yeah. But see, that's the main thing. They're people, right? So just be respectful. You know, it's not hard to do. That's all that is. So, no, that's cool. I couldn't imagine. And you got something signed, man. I mean, like, fuck, that's great. Josh says, I was at a Black Label Society. Oh, I love Zakk Wylde. Love him to death. Not a huge fan of Ozzy, but Ozzy spawned Zakk Wylde, and I'm very thankful. Black Label Society concert a week after Pantera, guitar player Dimebag. God damn it, get one. Talented guitar player. That goes without saying. Got shot, and his brother Vinnie Paul came out on drums. Oh, man. That would have been something. Dude. Even just seeing BLS live, like, I haven't had a chance to yet. I always wanted to. That's amazing. That is amazing. I always wanted to see Zakk live. I've always really appreciated his stuff. That fucker can write a song, let me tell you. Talented on the guitar. I mean, again, it goes without saying. Both Zakk and Dimebag, they just, you know, they could play guitar in their sleep. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand the mentality level. Like, yeah, I sing and stuff, and people say the same thing to me. I don't know how you do it. It's like, well, you know, easy for me to say second nature because I've been doing it for so long. But no, I'm not saying I'm good. I'm just saying I've been doing it for a long time. You know what I mean? Well practiced, I guess. But it's the same thing of me saying, you know, to somebody like Zakk or Dimebag or Jesus, John Petrucci from Dream Theater, or, you know, other guitar players that are just phenomenal. Steve Vai, the godfather of guitar, who taught most of them. You know, if you don't know who Steve Vai is, go check out the movie Crossroads. And yes, that is the Karate Kid, Daniel's son. But it's a great movie. I'd actually recommend Crossroads. It's old, but you get to see Steve Vai when he's 17 years old, man. It's that guitar, yeah, the guitar duel at the end. That's one of my favorite parts. And I look at them and I'm going, how in the fuck are they doing this shit? They're yelling into their humbuckers or pickups and they're fucking twirling shit up in the air, setting it on fire. You know? Huge, massive amount of respect for musical talent or just talent in general. It doesn't have to be just musical, just entertaining or entertainment in general. You know, fuck, you could be a juggler. You could be juggling balls on fire and I'd be sitting there going, how the fuck do you do that? You know? Just practice, man. You know. No, they're definitely really, really, really good at their craft. And, you know, they've done it for, like I said, a long period of time. And they just get better and better. You know, and we're lucky enough that we grow up. You know, speaking of BLS, we're lucky enough that we grow up that we get to see them go through, you know, what they've learned and how they evolve and jump around in different acts and stuff and just get better and better with age, you know. I think about that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's why I've stayed a musician for so long. It's just a lot of, I have a lot of heroes I look up to, you know, a lot of people I look up to that inspire me to keep going, you know, because they've been through obviously a rougher time. So, and they still have their chops and they never lose them. They just keep getting better and better. I like that theory. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Hopefully I'm being relative. Hopefully you guys feel the same way about certain musicians, more specifically, that you grew up watching and stuff. And maybe you feel the same way. I know I do. So, you know, that's where that's at. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Especially that time period too. What a dark time period, especially when Dimebag got shot. Oof. Such a loss. Jared says my first show was Tragically Hip. That's a good first show. And you were my third show. I was your third show? What the fuck? No fucking way. I think you told me that before. Awake by Sunday was your third show? Damn. I mean, thank you. God damn it, thank you. I mean, hopefully we didn't disappoint. Fuck. Oh, although you almost got taken out with the goddamn pot light, which I'm very sorry for. Yeah, man, that's amazing. You know, thank you. That's quite the compliment, I guess. You know, yeah, that's cool. You know, especially Tragically Hip being your first one. That's a good start. You know, I love the Tragically Hip, obviously. We try to cover some of their songs and stuff. I don't know if we do it quite justice, but hey, man, we just do it our own way, and you know, we feel pretty confident about it. So we usually start off our show with Courage. You know, it's a nice. We kind of use it as a warm up, but at the same time, it's just one of those songs where it's hard hitting, and you know, you don't want to come out with something soft, right? You want to make sure you come right out. So that was just an idea. Let's see. Kev says I had met Clint one time before, so went to say hi. Then he introduced himself and signed a coaster. This is in 1992. That's amazing. That's amazing. So you met him one time before, another time. Oh, okay. That's cool. You know, never a huge fan. I mean, Dirty Harry, yeah. I mean, like you see those. Fuck, I even hate saying the words Old Western. It's not even Old Western. You know, it's a Western type style movie. I remember watching those with Dad when I was growing up and stuff. And, you know, I enjoyed it then because, of course, Dad did. And I had to like everything Dad did, right? No, and I'm the amazing director, if anything else, Clint Eastwood is. So I respect the guy. He's not one of my top 10 actors in the world, but I mean, that's cool, you know? I couldn't imagine, you know, I'd sit down and have a, you know, fresh cup with him or something and pick his brain on certain things or ask him not too many questions, but ask him some questions like, you know, what inspires him, and that'd be cool, you know. I met a lot of wrestlers myself. I think it was more wrestlers than musicians, but I met a lot of musicians. I just don't talk about it, and that's more for me. Yeah, I felt like I was king of the world at one point. Imagine that. Very special circumstances. I just happened to be in the area, you know. I just lucky. That's all it was. But that's cool, man. That's really. Oh, that'd be trippy, you know. Seeing the person that you growing up watching on film and on TV your whole life, and all of a sudden he's right there. It's like, you know what I mean? Again, I don't get starstruck, but that's awe-inspiring to me. Let me see. Oh, okay. Kev says I had met Clint a year before at the Gilroy Garlic Festival. Sweet. So he's kind of a food connoisseur too at the same time. You know? Well, I mean, traveling around like that, you got to turn into some sort of a foodie, right? I mean, you got to experience everything, just like I did. You know, flying around, you got to try at least something. You have to try it to know you like it or you don't. So, you know, that's cool. Where is the Gilroy Garlic Festival? I'm assuming where you were, right? Where'd you say you were? Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know where that is. I've never heard of that before. Kiss says, I also have a torn t-shirt that a woman tore off at a Kiss concert. Sweet. And it has Ace Frehley's autograph on it. Oh, that's awesome, dude. You know, and it's torn too? Damn. Kip says, Crossroads, great guitar battle. Yeah, wasn't it? Yep, absolutely. I don't know if you've been familiar, though, Kev. There's something called the G3. The G3 concert, especially in, I believe it's Osaka, Japan. Check that out on YouTube. Now, YouTube's been taking down some of those videos, but there's still a lot of good ones up, like Joe Satriani. I'm not a big fan of Joe Satriani's, but, you know, he was taught by Vi, too. So, John Petrucci, I've always loved. That man can play guitar. Check out G3, literally the letter G, number 3, when you have a second. It's cool stuff, man. Steve Vai's all over that. It's great stuff. Good covers too, I must say. obviously. Josh says, I'm a big fan of Lamb of God. They're decent. You know, I was into them at first. You know, some say they're too heavy. Yeah, I got to be in the mood for them, but I like Lamb of God. Opeth's another one. Mammoth. I'm just trying to think. I almost said typo negative. Not well. I mean that's. Geezer was really cool back in the '90s. I was into them. They subsequently made it on the Mortal Kombat soundtrack for the very first movie. That was cool with the song "The Invisible." That's decent. I got to be in the mood for it. I'm not a big screamy type of guy, but or heavy type of guy. But yeah, music's music. I listen to everything. Let's see. Kev says my hero is Emeril Lagasse. I look up to him. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Because his trademark is Bam up another a notch. Okay. I don't know who that is. And if I do, I probably forgot because I look into a lot of different musicians. So forgive my ignorance. Kev says Italian spaghetti westerns. They were called, yes, spaghetti westerns. Thank you. Italian spaghetti westerns. Yeah, because I always hated calling them the Old West, the Old West. And they're made in the 80s. Like, it's old now, I guess. But not to offend anybody. I was born in the 80s myself, so I can say that. Let's watch an old Western. I said, it's not old. I mean, maybe the stage is set back in 19, whatever. Sometimes 18 something, sometimes 17 something. But I always refuse to call them Westerns anyway. It's just it's a movie. It's a film. So, yeah. I'm weird like that. Josh says, Emeril has a restaurant at City Walk, Universal Orlando. It's awesome. Oh, that's cool. I still don't know who that is. I'm sorry. A buddy of mine that I work with, he goes down to, I think I mentioned this before. I'm going to call him D-Money. Shout out to D-Money. He goes down to RangerCon, Power Ranger. He's right into Power Rangers, man. I've never met anybody that's into Power Rangers that much, which I think is cool. I mean, you all have to have your own thing, right? Thanks again for the like. I like you back. You don't have to keep doing that. And it's in Orlando every chance he gets. Obviously, since COVID, he hasn't had a chance to go down, but it's always really cool to see him come back with some stuff. And, I'm on his Facebook, and I'm going through his photos of like all the Ranger stuff he's collected, the autographs, everything. I was a huge fan of the original series because when it first came out, it was cool. And plus I was young. But I mean, you all have to have my thing's Led Zeppelin, man. So, people make fun of me all the time. You got to branch out, Ty. Well, I have. Something to be said about the Godfathers of rock. I'm just saying, blues rock. But that's cool. Always wanted to go down to Orlando. Again, I've got a friend of mine in Florida and stuff, and it'd be nice to go see her. And maybe someday. Jer says was asked what you think of the Who. Oh. Or the Hue, I guess they're pronounced. Oh man, how do you say that? Mongolian. The Mongolian chanting and everything. It was really cool. I dig it. I've actually put up, I guess their main hit. I put that up under more things I like to share. I like the original before the singer of, I believe it's POD, is it? I can't remember his name. James something maybe. Anyway, what's the song called though? I'm not doing so good memory-wise tonight, I'll tell you. I'm just tired, The Hue are wicked. They're good. They're good at what they do. Yes, thank you, Mongolian throat singers. I always love that stuff. Always love that stuff. But you put a beat to it, and the lyrics of the lyrics of the cover of, or the featured spot of, where the lead singer, I believe it's POD, that I like the lyrics of that. When they put that on top of the original song. I love the original song myself. Put that in headphones, man. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Some bitch up. That'll get you revved up real easy. No, I love that stuff. Mongolian throat singing, that's another thing I respect to death because I know for a fact I couldn't do it. I could barely speak. So, I have a lot of respect for that. And plus, it's such a great culture. You know, the food though, wow. Polynesian, Samoan, huge fan. I'm a huge fan of all different types of races and cultures, man. It's amazing. You know? Kev says they were filmed in Rome in the late 60s and early 70s. See that? There you go. You know, especially, you know, a backdrop like Rome. You know, there's like Bruce Lee movies I remember watching. I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. And, you know, all over the world, and you know, they're filming in different locations. And I always thought the backdrops or the scenes that they film in or the film locations themselves, I always thought was great. Just adds to the classic sort of feel of the movies or the films. So, yeah, that's cool. Josh says, I saw Gwar. Oh, wow, I haven't heard of Gwar in a long time. Before the pig died, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Before the piggy died. Gwar. Yeah, the heavier kiss. Oh, don't punch me in the face for saying that. No, Gwar, they were different. They were different. I used to listen to them too, the first two albums especially. There's a really good buddy of mine. His name's Eli. He and I used to talk about Gwar quite a bit, and he's really into him. I think he's seen him a few times, and yeah, so he made me want to further check him out. So I did, you know, from afar. I don't think I'd ever go see him live, but I've seen a lot of stuff on Gwar, and it looks pretty fantastic, man. They definitely put on a show, and there is talent in that band. I mean, there's stuff that they do that I couldn't even bother touching. You know what I mean? And as far as the pig goes, rest in peace for the pig. Right? Kev says, I want to know what you think of them removing. I'm tired, I'm sorry. The Mr. out of Mr. Potato Head. You know, it's funny. So many things are being updated these days, these modern times now, because of people getting offended over the stupidest things. But, you know, I shouldn't say the stupidest things because I get some of them. But Mr. Potato Head? I mean, yeah, there's that whole PC transgender gender thing. I stay away from it. You know what I mean? I respect all individuals. You know, they're people at the end of the day. It doesn't offend me that Potato Head doesn't have Mr. in front of it, and it doesn't offend me either way if it does have Mr. in front of Potato Head. Loosen up, people. Just loosen up. Pepe Le Pew was canceled. You believe that shit? Because of, you know, the whole consent idea. And I'm not making light of that because I'm a firm believer in consent, sexual consent. But how does Pepe Le Pew... I find that these days, the stuff you grew up with, people are shitting on it because it makes them feel like shit. I'm going, how? It's been around longer than you were alive. In some cases, like Pepe Le Pew, you know, came out of this idea. It's a cartoon, and yeah, okay, the subject matter, okay, I get that. But these are sensitive times, right? These people that it offends, that I've noticed myself, now I am being careful when I say this, these people that these things offend are probably in their late teens to early 20s. That I've noticed, okay, that I've noticed personally, just talking for myself. These things came back out, or these things came out, say, back in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. Times change, I get that. Like, you know, times change. But if you're going to start picking on classic stuff, I'll leave it right there. You can all feel what I'm about to say, right? Which I won't say because I don't want to offend anybody. Mr. Potato Head will always be Mr. Potato Head to me. It's along the same theory I'm trying not to say. You know what I mean? Call me set in my ways. You know, call me appreciative of classic stuff. You can call me whatever you want to call me. But I'm not offended. I'm not offended. I'm not ignorant either, because I do get the difference between what offends people and what could offend people. There's no gray area. I get that. Like, you can't split hairs on that. There's no way. But loosen up. It's been in existence longer than you've been alive for the most part, you know. And if it's finally starting to offend you now that you're in your 60s, dude, where was your opinion 30 years ago, 40 years ago? That's my thoughts on that. Mr. Potato Head was invented when? way before then, I think. So, yep, can't call him Mister anymore. How do I feel about it? That's how I feel. I don't know. It's a different world, man. Different world. Kev says, I loved watching Doctor Who. He traveled around in a British phone booth. Ah, yes, the TARDIS. I remember watching it growing up. There's so many different versions of Doctor Who now. I'm glad there's a woman involved. That's awesome. See, I believe in gender equality. Thank you. That's great. I remember watching the one, I believe it was filmed in the 60s, 70s, that original one. Like I say original, but it's just like Star Wars, which I'm not a fan of. Which the first three films aren't the real first three films. As you get older, you find out this is supposed to be before that, and it's so confusing. Enough, Doctor Who's another one of those things. I remember watching that when I was a kid. I don't watch it now, but hell, I don't watch TV at all. But that was cool. I really enjoyed that series. The books were okay when they were a thing. I remember reading that through school just for fun. Back when I read books, I don't read novels now. Yeah, so that was decent. We're gonna take a little intermission because I have to go take a leak. So I'll be right back. Listen to the jazzy music and talk amongst yourself. I'll get right back to your comments in just 2 seconds. I thank you very much. Much better. Grab a piece of turkey on the way over. Sorry, I'm going to be smacking on camera. Try not to do that. It's different. It's different living in these days now where everything's offending everybody. I don't know, man. Kevy asked how I feel about that. That's pretty much how I feel. It's pretty ridiculous. Sorry. Let me see. Kev says Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee's famous fight scene in Rome. Yeah, the Coliseum. That was cool. Thanks again for the like. Appreciate it. Like you back. And the cat that started it too. Meow! And then they just start going at it. Bruce Lee grabs a fucking fistful of Chuck Norris's chest hair. Oh. My favorite Bruce Lee movie, it's either The Big Boss or The Chinese Connection. I like either one of them. Big Boss / Fist of Fury. Depends on what you call it. Game of Death was weird because that's around the same time Bruce Lee passed away. I could go. I just like art. How about that? Those are great films too. But like I was saying, like he'd film all over the place. Like he'd be in Korea filming, The Chinese Connection. He'd be in Japan. He'd be in. There's a few scenes in Vietnam too. If you take a look back, Fist of Fury, The Big Boss, the one where they're at Ice Factory, that one. I think that was one of his more famous ones, is what I'm trying to say. Some scenes shot in Vietnam. I'd have to look back through film locations to really remember all of the locations where they filmed from. I always thought that was great, It's one thing for Hollywood to be pretentious. It's another thing for Hollywood to jazz things up a little bit. I always appreciated that when I was a kid. Stop liking, man. Stop it. I like you back. Thank you. No, keep the likes coming if you want. It's interesting. I always found it interesting just to, on a worldly note, you know what I mean? Like, it's just nice to watch a film that you're interested in, but it's also really cool to also know about the background of how the film was made, where it was made, all that stuff. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I have to know how things work. You know what I mean? So, sorry. Let's get back to the. Yes, they're called snowflakes. Agreed. Yeah, melting. I'm offended. I'm gonna cry. Don't cry. You'll melt. Fine. Be careful when I'm saying that too. Oh, good night, Josh. I just saw that. Thanks for at least popping by, man. You know, always enjoy having you around. Take care of yourself, brother. God bless you. Kev says, just make Mrs. Potato Head problem solved. Right? You know, just make it. Yeah, just make it Mrs. Pretty sure that, you know, all the feministic types and all the feminists out there, which there's quite a bit, and I gotta be careful when I'm saying that too. I was raised by women. I always considered myself one of the girls anyway, so I guess it kind of gives me the right to say that. I don't think it does. Anyway, you know where I'm going with that, right? You know, I'm about to say a bunch of stuff I probably shouldn't be saying. That's a different subject for a different day. That's a different video. Kev says now they're talking about getting rid of the term tranny fluid for cars. Oh, Jesus, and change it to neutral. That's a good one. That's a good one. Not touching it. That's a good one. Yeah, tranny fluid for cars. Tranny fluid. Come and get your love. Kev says yes, it was early 70s. Exactly. That was a magic time for film. I'm just saying. When it was actually on film, like on tape film. Yeah, you take care, Mr. Maxwell. Kev says that was shot in Cambodia. See, there you go. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff back then. So, let me see. Kev says you have beautiful fireplace on your big screen. How the fuck can you see that from here? How do you? Huh? Is there a reflection or something? Is there a reflection up there? How did you know there's a? Yeah. Unless there's a camera behind me I'm not aware of. Kev. Lisa, you're on your phone? No, she's snoring on the couch, man. I don't know how she can fall asleep behind me, but you know, she does that. No, it's been a really tough week for both of us. So. Trying not to wake Medusa. Don't be doing that. This little piggy. Reflection. Yeah, but where's the reflection off of? I can't see right now offhand. See, it's funny you say that because there's a few things back there that it is pretty reflective, and I try to keep Lee safe. So I always warn her all the time. What do you see the reflection off of? Where's it coming from? Oh, I can't tell. That's funny. Yep. It's literally like, I mean, the TV is like right there. It's if I could literally reach it right from here. See, look, I'm touching my TV. Look at that. So that's crazy. Yeah, a lot of really cool films back then. Jared says can see red hues. Yeah, that's true. You know, that white wall behind us. You know, no, it's cool. Man. I mean, it makes for really good ambient lighting, if anything else. You know, if you want that kind of a small detail. I don't know. But I found a pretty decent channel. I mean, I love jazz myself. You know, grew up with the jazz blues. Obviously, Zeppelin. Come on, man. But no, I mean like real jazz, real bluesy jazz stuff. Especially the saxophone. Hello. Not to be confused for the saxoboom from Jack Black, who I don't really appreciate too much or respect, but you gotta love the saxoboom. Check that out. No, I just happened to find a really cool live channel on YouTube that when Lisa just got home, it would have been about maybe an hour before I went live here. She was off earlier than usual tonight around 7. And I just happened to be, I searched for live cam on the search feed on my Xbox for YouTube, the app. And this actually popped up and it said jazz or whatever it was. And I'm like, damn, okay, I'm clicking on that. And sure enough, you know, they're playing covers of songs. I heard Fallen by Alicia Keys earlier. There's an Elton John song that played. They played Prince's Purple Rain. I'm like, this is fucking sweet. I'm, all right, let's keep doing this then. Let me see. Kev says, I'm joking. Lisa sent it. Yeah, she would. She would send that. Let's see. Kev says, just wait. Your lighting is going to get much more entertaining. Oh, no. I don't know about that. You know, when are you sending me, man? You know, this message will self-destruct. Is that what you're... I don't know, man. You spoil me too bad. I mean, again, I'm not going to put you over, Kev, because it's just embarrassing, isn't it? Isn't it, though? Right? Yeah. No, you know what? If you guys, like I've always said it, if you guys want me to put something up here behind that makes it more entertaining for you, I'm more than happy to do so. But don't think I'm not going to be fucking gifting you back something, man, because, you know, come on. I play fair. The next time I go shopping, that is. I don't really go shopping that much, but there's a few stores I like to hit just for novelty items' sake, like just to have something cool. You know, I'm going to be searching around for more Superman stuff here soon because I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit. It's getting a little clusterfucky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need more Superman stuff. So there's a couple of stores. There's one in particular I'm thinking of that might carry what I want, but I'm not going to reveal what it is. But anyway. Let's see here. Kev says your beard looks full, looks good. Oh, thanks, man. Really not. Again, it's patchy. You know, it's complete neglect at this point. Last couple of weeks, I haven't had much of a chance to shave my face. And I don't look good baby face, and that's why I don't do it. But, you know, I might, you know, shave around a little bit because, you know, wearing those goddamn masks, they get really irritating. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know, I just don't really have much time to. Haven't even actually had my hair cut. Lisa keeps saying she's gonna cut at least an inch off my hair, get all the dry split ends and dead ends going. And I'm like, yeah, you know, just wear it up at work and off I go. But yeah, wearing a mask, for example. I mean, I could show you. I've got 15 million of them, but they're disposable masks, like the ones you see, like nurses wear, like the blue ones. Only the ones that we have are black. It's funny you mention that, Kev, because we just got another UPS order today. They just dropped it off earlier. I was, what was I doing at the time? I think I was doing laundry or something. And Lisa was at work at the time. It was just before supper time, I think it was, around 4 p.m. my time. She got a notification on her phone that somebody just dropped something off. So I went to go up and get it up the stairs there. And went to the little foyer atrium, whatever you want to call it, between the two doors where the mailboxes are. And they're not big mailboxes. It's an apartment building, right? So they're like those cubicles, iron ones that you open up with a key. Anyway, they left on top of the mailboxes this bag, which had boxes in it. I'm just like, what the fuck? Took it inside, and it was two 50-piece boxes of those black, I wear black ones, black surgical masks. So we have a bunch. That's nice, you know. But yeah, masks are irritating. You know, they always have been. Let's see. But thanks. I appreciate the compliment there, Kev. Thank you. Kev says, you don't need to get me anything. You going live is enough. Yeah, well, guess what, man? You know, you gift me, I gift back. That's how you show love. At least that's how I was raised. You know, that's how I grew up. Kev says, no more masks in Texas. Yes. Bravo, Governor Abbott. Bravo indeed. Bravo indeed. You might want to, you know, send some of that up here. You know, that whole theory. Let's get rid of them. I was reading somewhere today. In fact, it's time to break out the Gatorade. Some of the blue stuff. G2, get yourself one. Not a sponsor. Plus, I have to wash away that aftertaste of the beer. Yikes! If that's what it really was. What was I saying? Yeah, you want to send some of that same theory up here. But reading today that, again, there's 0 active cases up here in this area, zone 3. I can say that much. So, yeah. You know, that's good news. I mean, it's not something I try to go out of my way to follow these days because it's just always negative fucking news, right? Just negative stuff. But zero's a good number. We like 0. We're just very fortunate to live where we do. You know, I can't say that enough. Let's Let's see. Kev says Blue Gatorade. That's my favorite, other than Mountain Mist. I like Mountain Mist. I haven't had Mountain Mist in quite some time. No, Lisa went to Costco. I picked up a case of Gatorade. So we have fruit punch. We got, this is blueberry, obviously. Blueberry pomegranate. Speaking of pomegranate. So what is it? Fruit punch, blueberry. There's orange and grape. So it was just 4, I think it was like a case of 15. I don't know how the fuck she carries that home. Jesus, she always goes without me. God damn it, I always tell her, like, look, no, take me with you. I'll help you, you know. No, it's good stuff. Handy to have. Don't hate, hydrate. I'm not saying that's the best way to hydrate yourself because there's sodium fucking content. What's the sodium in that? 11%. You know what I mean? Just nice to wet your whistle at the time, I guess. Especially me talking for, like, you know, in this case, an hour and a half, which is awesome. Your throat gets a little dry. You know what I'm saying? I can barely talk as it is. What did I eat for dinner? I had Kraft dinner. Again, not a sponsor. Yeah, I just did the simple thing, man. I've been so bagged. I keep saying the term bagged. I've been right out of her. I used all my ambition at work, I believe. I'm, you know, just sitting around, lazing around, just trying to chill out the last couple of days. Heaven forbid. No, it really was, man. It was a really big week the week before, and I just got done doing 7 nights in a row closing. So, you know, I think one of those nights wasn't a close, but it might as well have been. Just got, you know, even the second day in after 2 days off, I still feel it. Like I'm just not, you know what I mean? Just my ambition is gone. So, yeah, there you go. Kev says water is always best. Yep, you damn right. I drink a lot of that too. A lot of H2O. I usually drink that by the 1.5 liters at a time. Sometimes I drink 2 bottles, which that's 3 liters, right? It's never enough, but when you have a physical job such as mine, just speaking for myself, I know you work hard too, Kev. You know, it's just nice to have some real intake, you know what I mean? Just to help cleanse your body, first of all, but just help keep you oiled and working properly. I'm very health conscientious that way. Especially as a singer, you got to stay hydrated because you will pass out or get singer's headache, which don't even get me started. That's another video altogether by itself too. It's, you know, weird. Kev says mac and cheese, Kraft. Yep, absolutely. Kraft mac and cheese. Kraft dinner, we call it up here. No, it says right on the box. Kev says, see you change so much your hours. You were off Tuesday last week. Yep, it's true. And I say it every time. It will fluctuate. See, it all depends, right? Depends where I'm needed. Depends on what nights they need me to close and how many they need me to close in a row. That's up to them. You know, I mean, I'm always available to do that, and I have no problem with that at all. Excuse me. I mean, they are weird hours of the day. Pardon me. But at the same time, I'm available to do it. So I've always been a night owl anyway. But, you know, it depends. I mean, it does fluctuate. It goes between, like Tuesday, Wednesday to, in this case, this week, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't even know what it's going to be next week. I'm just assuming it's either midweek or it's usually midweek or early week. I also have Sunday off this week too. So 3 days off instead of just 2, which is, I'll take it. That's fine. Plan on getting together with, by the way, speaking of coffee, which I was about to say, we're going to have a fresh cup with Bone Daddy tomorrow. Bone Daddy Studios, Trav. It'd be nice to see him physically after so many months. But not only that, but on Sunday, I plan on having a nice fresh cup with Tony, a very near and dear friend of mine, another mentor who I've known for such a long time, who I physically haven't seen in quite some time. So it's cool. You know, it's nice to have days off where you can just, you know, converse with people that you love so much. So, yeah, Trav's coming by tomorrow. That's going to be sweet. Geez, when was the last time I saw Trav? Months and months ago. And I remember, yeah, it was at Dooley's there. At the end of the night, we were having a couple together, and it was cool. That was actually a really good night. Um, let's see. Kev says 7 days in a row. That's a very long work week. Yeah, it is. It totally is. And I was trying to get some extra curricular, that word. I was trying to get some of that stuff done, which I know for a fact hasn't been touched in a while. And that was a lot of gross stuff, a lot of cleaning and heavy lifting and, just doing my part, just trying to, just basically doing my job. But I wasn't on purpose trying to go above and beyond because I knew how tired I'd be, but it's got to get done. So I just do it. You don't think about it. You just do it. So you're off this Sunday. Yes, sir, I am, which is nice. I might do this Sunday. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Kev says, great Kev, shut the fuck up. Yeah, especially me and Trav. Yeah, for sure. Brings friends closer together. Yes, it does. I always call coffee the gateway. It opens up a lot of great conversation. Great communication, great company. I've always been a huge fan of just conversations, just sitting next to somebody. Obviously, always been a huge fan of conversation, but context sensitive. I guess it depends on what you're talking about. But I mean, my time, I always feel that my time's better spent with those that I love rather than alone. A long time ago, I used to think the reverse, because peaceful time is peaceful time, but that's what yesterday was for. I do still make the time for myself, but at the same time, I'd rather just be social. Lisa's the opposite. It's funny. She's very opposite, but I don't know. It's weird, because I used to think like that too. Check your anniversary gift, please. Oh, I will. Just give me a second. Hold on. But no, I really appreciate, this is why I always love doing this, for example, and talking to some really, really decent salt of the earth people such as yourselves. Kev, you're one of my favorites for sure. Great conversationalist. And you actually give a shit, like you actually care. Well, that's my whole operative. Like that's, I give a shit. I like to show love and, have really in-depth conversations about everything, anything and everything. So that's right up my alley. Lisa always makes fun of me. It's like, you always got to be a social butterfly. Why? It's like, well, people made me who I am, and I like to be around loved ones that I try to be there for. Pretty simple. You don't really have to explain it, but that's what it's all about. So Kev says, yes, I agree. Your time is special. It's better spent liking doing this right here. Yes, absolutely. I agree. I'm grown accustomed to it. I think it's that whole dangerous thing, right? Like it's live, so anything can happen. But yeah, I really enjoy hanging out with all of you here because it's always a really cool conversation. You guys always bring up interesting stuff. Like it's amazing what little could possibly happen in a week, say, but it's also amazing what could happen in a run of a week. And plus, I work so goddamn hard that it's hard to catch up with basically myself at that point too. But it's just nice to talk about things. So again, I sound like a Fred Rogers special, and I don't give a shit because if that's the case, I'm in pretty good company. So get one for Mr. Rogers himself. Yeah, you want me to check that? Okay, I'll check it. All right, forget my rudeness for a second. This better be little man because I don't. Oh, Jesus, Kev. What are you doing to me, man? Tap. No, but, it's nice to be here, doing this and talking to people I don't normally have a chance to talk to, especially in the week. Hopefully I'm not sketching out on the feed here. Hold on. Really appreciate it, Kev. That's amazing of you. Just even you being here, that's support enough for me too. I'm just saying, man. All right. I try not to use this too much because I'm saying a waiver. That son of a bitch. So. Thanks, Kev. I appreciate that, brother. God damn it. I'm so thankful. Not only that, but not for this, but just for you. just you as a person. And it's the same thing I was talking about earlier. You know what I mean? You're amazing. You know, couldn't imagine doing this without you. That's for damn sure. You know, it is what it is, man. I'm just telling you the truth. Sorry, excuse me a second. Just gonna make sure I put that away. Yeah. You're amazing, Kev. You got her, baby. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. More than you. But seriously though, like it's people like you that I love having a conversation with and being around, and you know, it's tough for me to really put that into words. You know, it's more of a feeling, but I hope it's received well. I hope you get I hope you're picking up what I'm throwing down, brother. No, I mean, you're a real dude. You've always been real with me, and couldn't ask for anything better. You know, the only thing I could ask for is us sitting in the same spot at the same time. You know, finally, I'll even buy you a Mile High Moose. Almost said Moose Mountain Piss. How about that? Yeah, come down to my level, big guy. No, actually, you know what? Sam Adams will do just fine. Carlsberg even better. First round's on me. That's a promise, and I keep my promises. So. Let's see. But seriously, thanks, Kev. I really appreciate that. Appreciate all of the donations people have given me. That's fucking amazing. I don't do this for money, but I mean, I already explained why I do it. And that's why we keep doing it. I just like to provide, I guess I'm just the host, sort of. I guess in that manner, I provide this and you guys provide it back. So, you know, if the formula works, don't fix anything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, let's see. Kev says that's why your channel's staying small. It's very wonderful. It's more intimate. Yes, and that's the other point I was trying to make. It's very intimate. You know, I like being intimate with people. You know what I mean? And from strange reason did come in. It would. I don't know what you're trying to say there, Kev. I'm sorry. And from strange reason did come in. It would goodbye to them. Sorry. But yes, it's more intimate, definitely. And that's what I love about it, because at least it's real. I love that word, real. Kev says, have a few cups of shut the fuck up on me. Thank you, man. And I will, I promise. I will. Absolutely. You always got time for Tim Hortons. I'll even put my pinkies up for you. And I'll pour one out before I sip it. One for my homies. That's right. It's a promise. Let's see. Kev says, you pretty special also, bro. Thanks, man. It's been a wonderful year knowing you. Likewise. COVID-19 sucks. Yes, it does. But you being last March was a great thing. Being home last March. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was a great thing. You know I needed the break at the same time because my body hates me. But yeah, that whole thing. Hold that thought. I'm going to go take one more pee and I'll be right back. I don't know why I do announce that, but no, that was good. You know, good times indeed, Jeff. Good times. Good times indeed. Don't forget to sanitize those hands, baby. Sorry, I messed that one up. Nah, don't worry about it. Yeah, because I mean, especially at that point, I think we all needed that. You know, I'm not saying this. I'm just saying we all needed the chance to just get back to our roots and really, find ourselves. And at that point, I was pretty scared. I'll be honest. I had a lot of fear about this whole pandemic situation. And it's not that much has changed, but it's that was a different kind of monster, man. I mean, like, oh, look, Lisa's foot. I see a Lisa foot. You know, another Lisa's foot. You comfy there, baby? Yeah, she's good to go. Scary times, you know. I think we all needed that, that intimacy level, that level of where we could all share, you know, what we're all going through at the same time and really be there for each other. So I'm more than proud to have been there and you know, been here with all of you, and because I know I needed it. You know, I'm just being real. I'm just talking honest. I remember taking panic attacks, you know, and my anxiety. You know, I used to have a problem with anxiety. I don't anymore, but it came back a little bit, and it was very uncomfortable. You could probably tell certain degrees, and you could probably see in my face, you know, of all things, that, you know, these things happen. And I think the thing that we're all afraid of the most, in my humble opinion, is if we can't control something, you know what I mean, you start getting a little afraid. I don't know if that's necessarily the whole factor of it, but for me, at that point last year, yeah, you know, I was feeling really hard on myself, down on myself. Wasn't even able to work because I had to take the layoff, and it almost happened again the second time, and I'm glad it didn't, because at least I kept going. And I'm just not used to sitting still for too long, especially when I broke my ankle, you know, before that, and I felt so useless then. And obviously that was worse, but, you know, as long as I can contribute somehow, you know. Kev says, Ted told me to check your channel out in November 2019. Really? And here we are, well over a year later. Bless Ted then. You know, God bless Ted. You know, it was really cool. I think I mentioned before you got in the room there, Kev, I caught him, as you would know, because we were talking about him. I caught him there his last couple lives. I think yesterday, somehow he dropped off or something happened to him. I don't know. That's why I brought it up to you. I messaged him too on Facebook after he fell off his channel. I said, "Everything okay over there?" or something like that. I said, "Did you get knocked off stream or something?" And he didn't return anything back. But Ted's a blessing too. He's been a blessing to this channel. I mean, to me, you know. So actually, Ted's been a blessing to most of us that pop in here. You know what I mean? So I'm just thankful. He doesn't have to be that nice to me, you know. We barely know each other from a hole in the ground, you know. I mean, I've gotten to know him over the past few years and stuff, but he didn't have to stick by me at all, you know, and I'm glad he did. I'm very thankful for him, you know. Him and the wife, too. The wife's very sweet to me, you know. She said really sweet things, and she's a very good person, and they're both great people. So, and that just happens to be right up my alley, because I like good people, right? You would know, Kev, you're one of the good people. Kev says, very happy the second lockdown you stayed working. Yeah, see, and that's it, right? That's the whole thing, because sitting back, you know, I don't do feeling useless very well. I have to always be doing something, like my hair is on fire. I mean, it's just my nature, it's just the way I've always been. I don't like sitting on my hands too well. I like to be involved. I like to help. I'm a team player. I like to jump right in and help people. And true story. And, you know, sitting here and I felt so bad for the boys, you know, people I work with at the time. And, you know, I was worried about them and their safety and their health, obviously. And the people I work for at the same time, the same case scenario. And very worried. And, you know, and it really sucks. And, you know, most of all of you would know, excuse me, how difficult that would be to sit back and worry instead of being there with them, you know. So at least you have firsthand knowledge of what's going on, and I didn't have that. I mean, we had open communication and stuff, and it was fine, but we didn't really talk to each other during that whole period. It was just a little bit over 2 months, you know. That was tough. It was really tough, especially when I broke my foot. But I mean, I think I had more open communication with people I run into on a daily basis then, because they're all sending me support and love and all that stuff. But I was more concerned about their well-being. You know what I mean? Pre-COVID, obviously. I should say pre-COVID, thankfully, because that would have been a whole different ball of wax. Bottle of wax? That's a new one. Yeah, I don't sit on my hands too well. Yeah, I just don't like feeling useless. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody does. You know. Kev says Ted is all cool. He is good. Finally heard. Yes, I would hope so. Because I remember asking you profusely, like, how Ted's doing. Because I worry. Especially if I don't hear from somebody for so long. So, finally heard from him today. Oh, that's cool. And I was happy because I thought he was mad at me. Yeah, see, you were saying that. I don't understand why he'd be mad at you. You're like the sweetest guy in the fucking world. Did not hear from him in about 7 weeks. That's a long time. That's true too, because I don't think I've heard from him since. Because in order for me to really get in contact with Ted, I'd have to watch his live feeds, and there's a period of time. Yeah, I think it's about the same period of time in there. Maybe we're talking about the same period of time, maybe 2 months, something like that. Because he doesn't want to go live anymore, it's unfortunate. It's a shame, it is unfortunate because he's such a great entertainer, but he's real, it's real talk and stuff. I mean, it's no different than what I do here, it's just that he has his trolls he deals with, and, I'm not about that. So I'm glad to pop by and say hi to him when I can. I'm more than happy to. Actually, I'm proud to say hello to him, because, he's done a lot for me over the years too, and just by being there, and he's pretty inspirational too for me doing these lives at the same time, because he is real. He just talks straight up. So, oh, there's Trav. Right on. On your 15. Right on, buddy. No, everything's well here. Everything's well here, brother. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, though. You and me on this couch where Lisa's feet are right there. Well, the poor thing's tired, man. She's still passed out. Don't worry, man. You're not missing much. Just me blabbing at a camera. So hopefully your work night's going very, very well. No, I really am. I'm looking forward to having you over tomorrow. Either you bring the Timmies or I can make some here, brother. You just let me know. It's all good. Hopefully the femme fatale is doing well also. Kev says, and you still have that walking boot from when you broke it? Yep, still a trophy on my fucking wall, man. Still right behind my head. It's got the Superman captain's hat just sitting there. Fucking right. I better be collecting dust. Even though I dust. Trav says, fucking right, I'll bring the Java swamp tonight. Oh, Jesus, that sucks. Well, you don't have to bring me anything, man. You guys are too sweet to me, man. I'm telling you. I mean, okay. I got money for you right here, though, if you need me. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, I'll get the next one. How about that? Medium double, by the way. Kev says, I won't lie, bro. I miss seeing Ted on YouTube. I do, too. Especially the live bud runs we would do. Yeah, those were cool. I remember, I think I only ever caught one bud run live, but I like watching them back anyway. I like that you're involved too. It's like, hey man, my buddy Kev's in there. That kind of thing. I can relate to it. It keeps me involved, but no, there's not a whole lot of Ted stuff I don't miss, to be honest. I do a lot of watchbacks, like me being a night owl. I was saying before, before I go to bed, I'll try to catch some videos maybe he posted that I missed, or because he goes on earlier than I wake up most of the time, so I don't want to miss anything, so that's when I try to stay in touch with Ted anyway. I will send him messages on Facebook every once in a while. I don't want to bug him, but doesn't necessarily get back to me all the time, but I know he's there. He sees it. He's a busy cat, especially now too. He's back to work, so that's good for him, man. That's good news. I like good news. You know what I'm saying? That's some cool shit. Good for Ted. Fucking right on. Bone Daddy says, you got it, brother. Medium double. Yeah, fucking right. I'm a pretty cheap date, I set my alarm for 12:30, so hopefully my old tired ass will, be alive and alert for you. No, that's great, man. Thanks, Trav. Appreciate it. At least it's fun. Yeah, that's great, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. I was just saying earlier, it's funny you popped in there, Trav, because I can't remember the last time I saw you. It was months ago. I remember it was Dooley's, but jeez, it's been since then. Holy shit. And we have been chasing each other, so it's like, man, we got to be doing a beer or coffee or something. So let's do it. Oh, I'm looking forward to that, actually. Just sitting here on the old famous green couch, man, just listening to some tunes or, shooting the shit, man. That's what it's all about. Kev says we did some great bud runs. Ted would have 90 to 150 people in the lives. Yeah, that's right, too. I don't remember seeing, and again, the one that I caught that was live, I think, there was about 150 people in there, 140 something, if I remember off the top of my head. My memory's horrible, but especially when it comes down to that stuff. But I remember him doing a few and stuff, and there was a lot of people in the room. Or if I watch it afterwards, you can see how many people watch the video. It's like he's always usually average 400 people, so I'm like, yay, good for him, Over 10,000 subs, man. He better get some views on something, because he's more focused on, like subscriptions and, well, maybe not these days anymore, but he was at the time when I really started to watch him and, hit the like button, all that stuff. But, teach their own. Poor thing, man. Excuse me. Bone Daddy says, yeah, it's been a minute. It's the way of the working man. Yep, no time for nothing. Absolutely true. I was just saying that too. Just, you can't really do much these days because you're always doing much in a professional setting. So do it when we can. That's the way she goes. But no, I'll get the next round, brother. Whether it be coffee, beer, whatever, man. We'll do it up. More often. I like your face. Nah, you're cool to be around, man. You're super sweet. You're down to earth. You're real. Hey, you're one of us. So whether you like to admit that or not, one of us. Cheers. I am. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. Kev says got some great buds in those runs, all kinds of different flavors. I don't smoke, but it was sure fun looking at all the flower for sure. And there's so many different kinds too. And I did learn a lot about bud. If there's anything that that's really cool too, because I was saying that in Ted's room there a couple days ago. I thanked him for at least teaching me, because I don't smoke a lot too. I mean, I do, but just for pain. Like, I'm trying to not become, somebody that's dependent on weed, but, excuse me, chronic pain due to injury. It's not fun to live with. You got to find a balance. Usually for me, it's alcohol, but again, that's a bad thing to do because of my history, my past with it. But weed doesn't, it's just not my thing. But if you portion it out the right way, I mean, Ted really helped me out a lot with that, just from listening to him educate people on, what to smoke, how to smoke it, how to prepare it. It's nice to have somebody else around like that, so I can have a better idea of portioning out what I need just for my specific needs. So he's really cool that way. We have some stuff up here that obviously he's never heard of, and but he can pretty much guess. He can guess, give or take, if I give him a percentage off of the little canisters that we have that Lisa goes and picks up. He can basically point me in the right direction, saying, well, okay, we'll use a little bit here, but mix it with don't mix it with this, but do this. It's pretty wild, man. So I've learned a lot about it too. I don't make fun of it anymore. I don't, I respect it. It's taught me to respect a lot of different things to help you with pain, for sure. Kev says work every day, nonstop. 2,600 to 3,000 miles a week. That's amazing. Jesus. Christ, that's like from here to Texas and back. Or I should say one-way trip from here to Texas. Like 2,500, I think. I'd have to check out the map again. That's amazing. You do that in a week. Fuck. Travis says, let's make it a habit to get together. Yes, please. Yes, please. That'd be great. Kev says, I smoked some dirt weed in Mexico. I don't know what that is. Mexican cess back in the 80s. Yikes. Yeah, no doubt. Didn't really start smoking weed until Oh, I shouldn't say that. It's been off and on for years, but didn't really take it seriously until about whenever cannabis around here opened up. Because then Lee started to buy it and stuff. Now I'm respecting it and take it seriously and responsibly, of course. Helps me sleep. It really does. I've always been dead set against, like, drugs and I mean, hard drugs, obviously. I never touch them, never go near them, never want to. That's something that I'm pretty steadfast on. I will not change my mind on that. I've seen it ruin lives. I've seen people overdose and die on it. That's just not something, it's not for me. That's where I leave the room. I say it all the time. I don't judge. I just don't involve myself in that shit. So, weed though, yeah, off and on for years. It's just not, I never became an avid pot smoker. I've seen what that does to people too. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to educate myself just to, find my happy with it. I don't use it all the time. Hugs, not drugs, absolutely. I give a lot of those out, even during pandemic season. I shouldn't do that, but whatever. I get judged for worse, man, all the time. Kev says, last time I smoked a joint was in 1987. I was 5 years old. There you go. That gives you, wow, good for you. You don't need it, man. You're like the Allman Brothers anyway, man. You're nice and chill. And I hope you don't have any nagging injuries. I mean, if you do, you haven't told me about them. And, you work hard too. I mean, no doubt, but because your routine, you have it down pat where it's just like, it works for you. And good for you, man. I'm glad you don't have to use anything like that as a crutch or as a pain reliever. That's what I want for you. That's a good thing. Jeez, yeah, I can only blame myself though, and I've always just blamed myself because I beat myself up very physically doing what I normally would, and it's got to be done, and I'm that stubborn where it's like, I'll take care of yourself type. Well, I can't, man. I'll take care of myself after. I'm that type. It's like, well, don't do that to yourself. Well, I have no choice. Like, it's got to get done, and that will catch up to you after a while. That's for damn sure. It really loosens up the old joints. And not in a good way. But, I'm still living to fight another day, man. So maybe I've got a routine that sort of works. I mean, it sort of does. It's always going to be a fluctuating thing, I find, because it's not about dosage. It's what you're doing with it. You know what I mean? So I know it sounds very Socratic and Freudian, but, it's true. It's very true. Hugs, not drugs, indeed. Give love, man. Love will heal everything. I'm just saying. 2 hours in. Damn, what do you think, Kev? You about ready to hunker down for the night or what? Ooh. Kev says, I did try one hit of mushroom. Yikes. Nope, no thanks. Nope. I don't think I'd ever come back from it. That's why I don't touch it. At the King City County Fair in 1990, not recommended to go on a roller coaster. You did mushrooms and went on a roller coaster? You fucking badass. Fuck that. I can't even barely ride a roller coaster now, man. I'd get vertigo. I get turned upside down, forget about it. Somebody's going to have to hold my hair back, and nobody's going to be volunteering. I'll tell you that. Yikes. I've never ridden roller coasters before. Never taken a mushroom in my life, except for, in food. The ones that you're safe to eat that don't really fuck you up. Those kind of drugs, no. I don't think I'd ever come back out of it. My brain chemistry just wouldn't tolerate it. That's for damn sure. Jared says, I did shrooms and walked from Freddy to Chipman. That's quite the walk. That's quite the walk, man. At least you made it. I mean, I'm sure you saw all kinds of different funny shit along the way. Fuck, man. Don't do them. Don't do them, because they'll do you. Again, I don't judge, but, as long as my loved ones are safe, I don't give a shit. If you're taking a chainsaw to a fucking, I don't know, ball peen hammer that's sitting on a bucket somewhere, chances are you're fucked up. I don't know, man. No thanks. Trav says, well, back to the old grind. Just PM me your address and I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you all have a great night. You too, man. And yes, I will. Definitely. I'm not hard to find anyway. You have a great night too, Trev. You know, stop taking so many calls and get some rest, man. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, though. Really am. Kev's. Oh, by the way, tell Kate I said my love, and for thank her for me for letting you out of the cage. You know, that's all I can say about that. Kev says, "Okay, bro, I agree. We talked enough. Time for bed. Yeah, it's time for me to wind down too, man. I'm just, I wish I was more energetic, and I'm sorry I wasn't. Yeah, maybe it's time to call it. Yeah, you take care, Trev. For sure. Jeremy, you have a great night too, my brother. And Kev, thank you. Thank you very much. Not just for that, but just thank you as a whole. Oh, you guys are awesome. I'm off Sunday, so we'll see. We'll see. If not, I can just throw a vlog in there and stuff, but we'll see. If I do decide to go live, we'll just throw a bumper up. Why not? Jerry says, okay, night, Ty, hope to be back there soon. I hope so too, man. We're back in yellow. I don't want to jinx anything, knock on press board. But, yeah, hopefully sooner than later. But just be careful out there while you're still there, okay? That's all I ask. Oh, yeah, I think it's that time. Stand by me. Isn't that? Or, no, excuse me. Lean on me. Yeah. Whatever. That song? Yeah, it's playing. That's cool. Kev says, you are fabulous, Ty. Thank you. Happy COVID-19 anniversary. Love you too, man. Thanks. Kev, can't say thank you enough. Thank you. Double hair flip for Kev. Yeah. And for the rest of you too. Yeah, I think that's it for me too, man. I just wanted to check in with you there, Kev. So, it has been a great live. Really good hangout. Nice and chill. Oh, that's what we all need, I think. Until the next time, until the next one, you all be safe. God bless you. God be with you. Just remember I love you, and that's real. So remember, if you're working too hard, say it with me, you're doing it wrong. I just hope I don't have to coming up here, starting back tomorrow. Fuck. Take care of yourselves. Get your rest as much as you can. If you're in pain, hopefully that'll go away too. Everybody's favorite good guy, Ty. Superman. Damn it. Superman. Out. Gotta be quiet because she's sleeping. Now I'm gonna go take care of her, make sure she's okay too. So, love yous. I will catch you in the next video. Whether it be vlog form or live, it don't matter. We're doing it because that's what we do. So, love you guys. Good night. Be well. Don't do anything I would. Seriously, good night. Love yous.